Hello. How are you all doing? My name is Elizabeth. I welcome you to my channel. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, please like, subscribe, and comment. I really want your opinion about these videos. These are topics, so things that happen every day in our families, in our communities. So I really want your comment. I need your opinion. Comments, like, share, and subscribe. So there is a question I bring here to ask. How many people really believe in the existence of a ghost? Somebody died years back and appeared somewhere else like a full human being, get into relationship with somebody, bear children, and because they meet in a strange environment, I have heard stories like 3 times. One was a man that died from another country and came to our own country, another African country, and came back to our country and got married to a lady. They had 3 children, and they were doing a very good business in the second city. And one day, a customer just walked into their shop, in their business place. The wife and the husband were in the shop, and this customer recognized this husband that is somebody he knew, and he know has been declared dead. He witnessed the funeral, and he came and found him in this shop. So he focused all his attention on him. And because this man noticed that this man is really looking at him to make sure if he is who he think he is, and the guy just rushed to the back of the shop like he's going to the bathroom and disappeared. Before he rushed out, on his way rushing out, this customer couldn't hold it again and he just screamed, "Oh, Joseph, is this you?" And he just rushed out. So everybody turned around and we are watching him, but the guy just disappeared into the bathroom. And this customer was standing there. Hey, wonder shall never end. Wonder shall never end. And everybody was curious to know what is going on. What are you saying? He said, "I know this guy." And that was all what he said. He said, "I'm waiting for him to come out." So the other people, continued their business because he didn't raise much alarm again. And he stood there. He stood there and he asked the lady. He couldn't see the man come out from the bath. And he asked, "Can you call that man? Is he your husband?" Then she said, "Yes." He said, "Can you call him? I really want to talk to him." Then she said, "For what?" She said, "No, I know him. I'm surprised to come meet him here. I don't know if I'm mistaken or what." Then the lady asked, "What's his name?" He said, "Joseph." Then she said, "Maybe he looks like somebody, but he's not Joseph." And she said, "He's Charles." Then he said, "Are you sure?" Then he said, "Okay, let me wait for him." And the guy stood there. The man didn't come. And the lady finally went to look for the man to know why he's been so long in there, only to go see that he's not there. She went all over at the back, yelling, calling his name. She didn't see him. And she came back and said, I didn't see him. I don't know how he and there was no road at the back of the shop to get out of the building. And the lady came back and asked the man, said, I don't really understand what is happening. Then the man said, what happened? He said the guy just went in there and disappeared. I didn't see him. He said, I've searched everywhere. He said, just one store we have there in the bathroom. He's not there. I have called and called. He didn't answer. I don't know how he really got out. Then the man said, come close to me. He said, you see this man? I said, I know him. I know him. He's been dead so many years ago. And the lady said, please, I don't like this if it's a joke. She said, you said the man is Joseph. I said he's Charles. He said, that man there, just let him come here and tell me what I am saying is not correct. He said, I know him. We grew up in the same neighborhood, went to the same school. Until the guy started explaining the story now. And the minute he got to the time he passed, the lady just grabbed him on the neck and said, oh, so you came here and let my husband disappear because you are calling him ghost. You will let him appear. Maybe you are the ghost. It was a big sin. That was one. I have never experienced it, but it's like 3 times. This very last one, I saw it online, a video. A blogger was interviewing somebody. The guy said he was living in a city. He came there to do business. He was riding bike, commercial bike. And in the neighborhood where they get to wash their bikes, he met this young lady selling something. Was it cold ice water or something else? So they became friends because they were talking. They used to buy from her. So one day, the lady came up to them crying when they were about to go park their bikes. I said, what's going on? And the lady said, oh, the person I live with in the house just packed me out. He said, me too, I just came from the village just to, get a living here. So I sell little stuff just to keep myself up until I find something better doing. Then the guy said, well, me too, is the same thing. I came here, it's hard to get work, job these days. So you have to, find a way to earn a living. Then he said, well, because of the night, I don't know you, you don't know me. I don't want to get into trouble. But I wouldn't like you to stay out here. I don't know if you can go. You see, because I have just a room. If you can sleep on my bed, I will sleep on my sofa. So the guy said he thought that was just going to be that one day, and the next day the lady will find a way out. But it never happened like that. The lady never left. She stayed with this guy. And the guy said with time, he make advances on her. They started sleeping together. They became, boyfriend and girlfriend. And she became pregnant. The minute she became pregnant, the guy said, oh no, where I come from, you don't just go and impregnate somebody's child. You don't know the person's family. So I really want to go meet your family. Let's go to your village, see your people, let them know I am the one behind you. And the lady said, okay. But she couldn't make any move to go. So the guy said he kept on telling her. And one day he said, why you are not really making any move for us to go see your family? Then she said no, because of the pregnancy, she's not feeling okay. She would love to give back. Then they will do that. Then he said okay. And finally she had a baby. The guy kept on telling her every day, but she will keep on giving one excuse to the other. And she became pregnant again with a second child until they had 2 kids. So one day the guy said, today, if you don't let me go see your family, I'm going to just leave you here and your kids and walk away. So I think this bothered her so much. But she's been talking to this guy about where she came from, her mom's name, her family, talking about their family, how you go to their village. She's been talking about this to the guy. So they did plan to take this trip to this lady's village. And finally, they traveled, it was a whole day journey. They traveled and, get to a place that no vehicle can take you to their village. They need to take commercial bikes. So the lady came with a suggestion that the guy has to take the kids, the 2 kids, on one bike, and she will take their luggages on another bike, and they will be behind them. She is the one leading, but she wants to be behind. And the guy said okay. So the guy got a bike with the 2 kids and they moved ahead, and she too got the luggages with another bike, and they were going. As they were getting close to the village, he said he turned around. He couldn't see their bike until they finally got, but she has really given him a description of their village when you get there. But the bike man really knew the village. So when he got there, he said, this is the village. According to her description, when you take this left turn, you meet their house. And the guy said the bike man stopped because that was where he could stop. And he took the keys to the house and asked for this lady's mom. And they called the woman and she came. With this surprising look, the woman was wondering, who is this gentleman with 2 little kids? And the guy said, I am your daughter's husband. He said, she is supposed to be on another bike. I don't know why they have delayed now. He said, we came down at that junction and we took 2 bikes. So she's supposed to be on the way with her luggages. I don't know, maybe they got a breakdown. She said, as we were getting close to here, I turned around and I couldn't see them behind us. I don't know what really happened. So, and everybody was curious to know, who is this person? And he called the lady's name. The minute the guy called this lady's name, the mom just said, and just ran outside and called the neighborhood, saying, my people, come and gather here, come and listen. Wonder shall never end. And when everybody came, she said, look at this guy. Please ask him to tell you guys who he is and who sent him here. And people, the eldest in the family was a man, an elderly man, asked the guy, my friend, who are you? And the guy told him his name. Where are you coming from? He told them, who do you say is your wife? Then the guy called the lady's name. And everybody burst into cry. A big loud cry like somebody just died. And this guy said he was wondering why people are crying. What's wrong? Then the elderly man said, my guy, are you really sure this person you are talking about is from here, from this village? Then the guy repeated everything the lady has told him about her mom, her family, their village, and called her name. Then the elderly man asked, how long have you been with this young lady? And he explained, like, I think they've been together like 5 years. And the man said, you'll be living with a ghost. That lady has died like 7 years ago. That means she died like 2 years before he met this guy. And they have lived for 5 years with 2 kids before they can finally make a move to come to their village. So this guy was really, really, really in a state of shock, panic, and the most emotional thing was these little kids were the evidence of this lady's existence in this guy's life. So the guy was saying, if I go back to that city and they get this my story, who is going to come close to me again? He said, I just have to move away. For the kids, I'm going to leave them here in the village to her mother. I will go find a job and be supporting them. He said, but I just have to move from that environment to a new location. And this is a very big lesson. Meeting people on the way. You hook up. Meeting them in nightclubs. You hook up. Meeting them everywhere. You hook up. You make relationship. Make babies. You don't know where this person is coming from, who they are, who their families are. This one is a real story that happened. The guy explaining this, crying. That first one happened in my own town. And that guy, they said, died in another African country and came to our own country and started living. And this one now, I saw the video, somebody interviewing somebody. It happened again in another African country. So these are lessons. And again, at the beginning, the question I ask, do you really believe in the existence of ghosts living as humans again, living their normal life? Let me get your opinion in the comment section. But these are lessons we should learn. Don't just jump into a relationship with anybody you meet. You don't know about them. You don't know where they are coming from. You don't know what they do. You don't know what they are. It's good to know people you put your life at stake for. Because going into a relationship with somebody, raising a family, is putting your life at risk, oh, both men and women. If the woman is evil, he can, do away with you. If the man is evil, he can do away with you. If he doesn't do away with you, he will leave a mark on you forever. Either on your conscience, in your mind, in your heart, or physically on your body. So we have to watch out. We have to watch out. We have to stop deviating from our good cultural practices, our good religious practices. Our religious practices said you don't go into relationship without knowing that person and without going according to your religious rule, your religious doctrine. But these days, we just meet people anywhere, we hook up. Meet them anywhere, we are moving. We are living together. Get a family, we move on. Let's learn from these mistakes. I'm bringing this as eye-opener for us. Please like, comment. I need your opinion.